Okay, so we're live. Here's everybody. Chris is on his way. He was running a little late today, but it's just going to be me for now. So it looks like both of our runners are in Kakariko. We've got no real items yet, from what it looks like. I assume that they both went to house and then probably to sanctuary, save and quit to sanctuary, so we'll see. But we only missed the first 6 minutes, so we'll definitely catch up. Cransoon's heading up to, looks to be Lost Woods. So maybe he went directly to Kakariko instead of doing the loop around from Lumberjack to Lost Woods. Merchant only having 50 rupees, an unfortunate rip-off there. And they got flute. Book, Love, and Lantern. Looks like our trackers are just now catching up with us as well. Woo! And pedestal's already nothing, so it looks like Cransoon opted to check the pedestal, getting that early intel. So, you know, we wouldn't have to worry about it later. Lack of hype on that one, but that's okay. Having the flute this early is pretty great. So in the dam, just 50 rupees. High five for our runners. Looks like we haven't gotten a map check yet, so we haven't missed too much. So just 100 rupees total, but from the dam. Twin 50 rupees there. Cransoon making nice work with his bomb strats. Really only way to get rid of those Moldorms. Moon Pearl. And just some more love.
Hi.
Oh my god, it's Christos. He's back. What's up, man?
Hi. What have I missed? Sorry, I'm late.
Well, funny thing happened. We actually missed this first 6 minutes of the stream as well because of technical issues with the stream being frozen. So we're kind of playing catch up, all of us here.
Okay, excellent. Now let me open the chat. Give me 1 second. I literally just walked through the door.
It is all good. Nice! Boots in ice. Rod cave, rather. Let me finish that sentence. Looks like Wulfy's trying... Wulfy's trying the Moldorm Cave again. And a good thing he did because of that pearl there.
Okay, I can see everything now. This is fantastic. Wow, Wolf is playing as the bunny sprite. I was really confused why he was the bunny in the light world.
How's it going, Chris? Are you breathing?
Yeah, it's going good. How are you doing, Kels?
Getting less flustered after my co-commentator didn't show up, and then the stream wasn't showing up, and then I was doing this by myself for a sec. We're all good. Bombers.
Okay, yeah, just checking up the race. Lumberjack.
In Lumberjack, yeah.
Look at that, we're already finishing each other's sentences.
Oh my god, thanks. Because I couldn't do it by myself, you know. So the back of Escape, not really having anything except for that small key. Looks like Cransoon might be... Nope. Never mind. He's not doing it dark. Even though he has the lamp, he could have done it dark.
I'm guessing neither player have gone into Desert yet. I can see the early book. I'll be interested to see if...
There's our first map.
Who does that.
Desert was 5, and both Eastern and Hera were pendants. Not even green pendant.
This is going to be an exciting all dungeons run. That's my prediction.
So we see that the hobo doesn't have anything. I don't think Cransoon did fake flippers or anything. I think he just left.
We're seeing him do the desert check though. This is a good play, in my opinion. Oh no, he's not. Okay, he's just
yeah.
He's doing the desert tour.
Yeah, you did miss that. Cransoon went ahead and checked the pedestal because they got booked so early, but it was nothing.
Let's see what Wulfy gets rewarded with his fake flipper sequence. Nothing good. Zora could be the play though, because they have glove, so they could get here to Zora.
Looks like they have quite a bit of rupees here, so that's definitely a good idea.
I don't see why you wouldn't go into Desert at this point. We have gloves, boots, and the lamp, so we can at least get to all item locations. But then without a weapon, we're going to be relying on bombs here to get through some of the things, I guess.
Yeah, or what Cransoon did was just evade it altogether. Takes a little time, but definitely smart.
I mean in the Popo room to kill all those guys to open the door.
Popo room, you have to bomb it up. And also, Zora had a bottle, which is good because that's their first bottle, so they can go check Sick Kid.
You know, with 14 bombs, they could actually... Cransoon could technically kill our molars. It's not going to be. It's not going to be required by the logic, though. The logic will always require another weapon.
Like an actual weapon.
Yeah, but it could require you to use bombs and something else, like bombs and Kane of Brian, bombs and Samaria, or whatever.
That is pretty crazy. Do you know how many bombs it would take for you to kill Limolus?
I think it's 4 bombs per Lamola, if you don't get any like shared splash damage, so 12 should be enough. I'm pretty sure.
That is crazy.
Here we go, sexy bomb strats from Cransoon. It's a bomb party! That was fun.
Vimos and bombs. So Cransoon opting not to do the bomb limo list that we were kind of hoping for.
Did he check the big chest, or was I just not paying enough attention?
He did. He went there right after he got it, because he got the big key in the Igor room.
Gotcha. So nothing of value in Desert at all right now. And Sick Kid also with no value. First time we're seeing what Srahashla has.
hopefully an item, weapon, I should say. Nope, just a shield and the mirror. Awesome. I think this is definitely a call to go up to Death Mountain if they haven't yet.
Oof. Yeah. I mean,
they've got mirror. They've got. I mean,
no way to kill Moldorm yet though. So it could be a like they could check the Ether Tablet, but they can't get it. They could get the Spec Rock item and they can go in Hera, but they can't do any of East Death Mountain.
Yeah.
So it's a like Eastern versus Hera gamble here, kind of.
Even still, I mean, they're so limited with only having gloves right now. Really, I mean, they can't even get into the Dark World if they wanted to, except for that portal up on Death Mountain.
I don't think Wulfy has been in Eastern Palace either yet, right? He did the fake flipper stuff, that's why he's trailing a little behind.
Exactly, yeah. It's a good thing they had a few bomb upgrades already, I guess, because having only 10 bombs and doing all these bomb strats would be really frustrating.
So Wulfy bailing out the right entrance, which we don't normally ever see, except for like a shortcut to go and see our boy in the cave.
Yeah, man. And I don't think he has anything either, as we saw from Cransoon already. And speaking of Cransoon, if he wins this in his group, he is guaranteed to move on to the bracket stage. Looking at the groups here, it's a pretty big mix of Wulfy's 2-1 as we see, but also Zero Rush is in that group too. He's 2-2. Mike the V is 1-1. Chojso is 0-3. I mean,
so all to play for from Wulfy and Cransoon, I guess. So it's a really important match.
Right.
This is interesting. So Cransoon digging Eastern, Wulfy heading straight up to Hera. So if this item in Eastern isn't anything, then Wulfy's going to gain a bit of an advantage.
Exactly.
Yep. Should have listened to you, Kelsey, and gone to Hera.
Or just Death Mountain, you know. Did he do Old Man? I totally missed that. Yeah, I think he skipped Old Man. That's what chat's saying.
Oh, he hasn't had the mirror yet, so actually.
Yeah, that's true. But he still could have done Old Man.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe he forgot he has Lamp? This is pretty cool. 20 minutes in and they don't have an attacking weapon still. I'm feeling Old Man with sword, I think it's going to be.
Oh, yeah. Or hammer.
That would be too easy.
Yeah, you're right. That'd be too nice. Oh, just a little piece of love. They have not done Front of Escape yet, I don't think. They've been to St. Uncle, but not probably Zelda's cell.
Okay,
but,
so they haven't done the castle and the lone sewer chest, I'm guessing neither have done either?
Yeah. But I mean, even still, that's with no weapon, that's pretty tough. Bomb straps for days. There's our first Dark Gold chest.
So that was Ice Palace, Green Pendant, and Pod, Crystal 5-6, I think, right?
Yes. So, yeah, Ice was green, and then Pod was red. Or rather, it was a good crystal.
Personally, I do not like to see Ice Palace as a pendant. Because half the time it's got a good item. It's just like, do I go? Do I not?
Exactly. Yeah, with only 3 items, well, 4 really. It's just such a long dungeon to clear, and then just full clearing it, I should say, and then going out of your way to beat. Cold Stare is annoying. Ether was just a piece of heart, also. Your tablet.
We're gonna get these bomb switch strats all through Hera. This is exciting stuff. Tile room skip for now. Let's see what Cransoon does here. Okay, he knows to fall down the pits to like get the pots to respawn, but the beetles will not respawn, so you can kill all 3 with just the pots. A nice little tactic. We gotta find something soon.
I know, this is pretty dry. Looks like Cransoon kind of already had something like this yesterday, so he's well versed in low weapon strats.
Nicely executed bomb jump there. Just 20 rupees. Okay, so he can't do Moldorm, so he's gonna hit Tire Room now. And hope that's the other item, but it could just be the map, and escape is the answer. Wow, this is... I've never seen Tower of Hera having to climb that to get the small key to do Tire Room to get the next progression item. If that is what this is, that is a first. I imagine Wolfie's about to head up there now, following Cransoon's footsteps. Okay, he's buying more bombs. I wonder if he's going to go and try and fight Lamolas. Or if he's just getting more for the switches and stuff in Hera.
Here we go. Let's see what he has. Or what it has in the basement.
Oh, he's going through escape.
Oh, it's
Kane!
Wow, that's pretty crazy. First kind of semi-weapon.
So it's a weapon. That means Lamolas is now possible with Samaria and bombs. I hope that is the next thing. That would be amazing. But let's see what the front of escape has for Wolfie. A real nice find though for Cransoon there.
He's soon making his way back to Desert, I guess, to finish off that Landmo fight.
This is going to be a fun fight.
This is a very interesting seed.
Nothing in sewers for Wolfie. I'm wondering if Cransoon knows where the small magic pots are in Desert, because there's a few he can pick up to restock on the way to the boss. Hopefully he will find some stuff here.
Yeah. Normally you just grab an NMG, you grab those 5 arrows because, you know, you usually have a bow at this point, but I have no idea where magic would be. I guess there's magic right before, yeah, Landmo, right?
There's one pot there in the room before, yeah. There's another pot in the room 2 before that, like in between the tire rooms, basically.
Gotcha.
Only small ones though, but the situation he's in, he needs it.
And he's got 15 bombs, so if...
Yeah, that's true.
Worst comes to worst. Yeah, I mean, he could use bombs as a backup. It's still kind of a sticky situation, though.
Yeah, it reminds me of my Kaizo hack.
Are you sure you didn't plan demise this one?
Just slip this one in, just...
That would be cruel, actually. Like, in the tournament, they all turn into plandomizers.
Oh, look at this, Samaria. This is the kind of thing I like to see.
I mean, you've really got to have good knowledge of the game for this kind of seed, anyway. I mean, I can't imagine a newbie trying to do this. They would be stuck already.
Right? So, what's Zelda Cell got? This is either going to be really big for Wulfy, or it's just going to mean he's losing further and like more and more time.
Nice full refill right before lane mode.
Calculated.
Good idea using pot strats here since they do temper damage. Oh my gosh.
It's nothing. Salam is the answer.
This is absolutely crazy.
I feel like it's going to be like mitts or hammer, I think.
I mean, it's gotta be. It's gotta be something that opens up a lot more to them. I just can't believe, even with like sequence breaking doing fake flips up to waterfall, they've got nothing.
Yeah, the Dark World's stacked. I'm enjoying this fight a lot. So he's doing well by using the block and not exploding it straight away. You can get 3 hits.
Oh, that last one was
4 if you're close.
There goes 1. They've already checked Zora. Zora had a bottle.
Yeah, Cransoon's got this easy. He's actually done it really well.
Yeah, really preserving magic here.
GG Cransoon, it's the hammer!
Unreal. Absolutely unreal.
That's my favorite start I've ever seen.
That is amazing.
So, unfortunately for Wulfy, that means he's in a bit of a disadvantage now. He's trailing by quite a bit. Everything he's checked extra than Cransoon has led to exactly nothing. So he's got to get his Samaria from Tile Room and then go and do Lamolas as well.
Exactly. Now, can you beat, I guess Moldorm is only sword, but I don't think we need to do that because they've already picked up both items from Hera, right?
I think there's still, no, there was, okay, yeah. The hammer will work on Moldorm, but yeah, I don't think they need to go back because they got both items, as I said. It's interesting Cransoon's gone straight to the Dark World. I would have probably hit East Death Mountain with my newly acquired hammer.
Exactly.
But let's see what Hype Cave has in store for us today.
Yeah, he's probably just thinking anything that opens up quickly is where we need to go. But and I mean, Hype Cave is a little easier to get to than walking all the way around by Hera. There's the flippers. Not a bad Hype Cave. Definitely better than a few I've seen.
I'll take it. A single item of even, like, medium usage is good for Hype Cave these days.
Exactly. And they are required by, you know, by Swamp Palace, but also could mean, like, ice, having early flippers like that is, you know, like, ice could be an option here later on.
Wulfy going up to Mold... Oh, no, he's not. Okay. So he fell at the bomb jump, and then he's just doing the other... The intended strategy to get to the big chest.
Yeah. And this is... I don't know if this is quicker or not, to do this and to mirror back, or just to fall down, all the way down to the beginning. Maybe he's trying to preserve bombs.
Yeah, he's probably thinking he'd have to just wait for the bombing, so why not just fall down? Meanwhile, Cransoon, now that he has the actual flippers, gonna probably clear up all of Lake Hylia and Zora's domain. Don't blame him.
Sakura, as we know, already doesn't really have anything. Yeah, he just had bombs.
So where's the first port of call to go to? I would probably hit Thieves Town, I guess, is a good bet. It's a crystal. We have the hammer, so we can search everything in it and complete it. And we have Simaria, which makes the boss a bit easier. So that's probably where I expect Cransoon is heading now.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Wolfie getting his Cane of Samaria. He's going to head on over to Desert now, I would assume.
I mean, I hope. Where else does he have to go?
Yeah, I did. That's it, right? This is his only option. Yeah, okay, cool.
This is pretty wild.
That skull is giving Cransoon some trouble. I mean, yeah, do the Skullwoods check. It's the thing to do, right?
It is. I mean, in your advice, you always do early skull. And that paid off for you the other day, didn't it? Or am I thinking of something else completely different?
I think it led to Cape, which had nothing, so it wasn't actually useful in the end.
I'm probably thinking of another match.
I think it's like confirmation bias, because like people think it's the best thing, and it's always going to have something you need, but like it's actually not as often as like people seem to think it is. It's quick to check at least.
Right.
Cransoon remembering he has Cane.
Which is good. Doing all that work for that statue and then realizing you have Cane. Not a good feeling.
I've done it many times.
Only half magic. Which is good for their Cane usage. That will be spiking here pretty soon.
I'd actually be pretty happy with that in current situation. Not what you're hoping for, but yeah, with Samaria and Hammer being our only options on blind, and given they don't have that many hearts, it's a pretty nice thing to get.
Now, doing blind with just Hammer, is that in the logic?
It sure is.
That is dirty. I don't like it. Cransoon's putting off Thieves Town for now, probably just because of the lack of sword, really.
Yeah, or maybe he wants like an armor upgrade or more hearts or something. It's
Yeah.
a pretty tough place to go right now, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, health right now isn't too bad. Another bottle, and that's it.
Interesting choices from Cransoon here. He's checking stuff that Wolfie is very unlikely to check quickly. So getting stuff done that his competitor won't, hoping to give himself a bit of an advantage.
Yeah, also giving Wolfie a little bit of time to catch up if these turn out to be nothing. There's the first sword in the King's Tomb.
Nice.
Good call by Cransoon.
Yeah, I would not have found that for a long time.
Yeah, that's... I would have not thought to go to Northern Hyrule for sure.
I imagine he's going to go straight to Thieves Town now. Be feeling a lot more confident with his sword, Insto.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see what's on Eastern Death Mountain now. Now that you've said that, it's gotta be pretty good.
The jackpot. Wolfie clearing up. That mode is really nicely there, though.
Yeah, he did a good job there.
So what you doing, Wolfie? You got Hammer. Where you going? It's like Hype Cave for him as well.
So one last Village of Outcasts check, and then hopefully you will see Thieves Town.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he does more overworld here. Okay, yeah, this is looking good.
Pretty linear so far.
Well, they've had a lot of Dark World access. But yeah, I guess they haven't found a great deal. So Wolfie looks like he's going to go up to Pyramid. And maybe Catfish? Oh no, okay, he's just going to do the South Loop.
Cransoon just picked up Quake, which he can actually use with half magic and a sword. Could be seeing a good bit of Quake to clear out some enemies.
Kill all the dead rocks.
Wolfie going to check the other tablet. I'm sorry if you just said that, I realized. I'm sorry.
I didn't say that.
Okay, good.
I said you can kill the dead rocks with Quake.
Okay, I didn't know what you said after that, though.
Another piece of heart. Both tablets having a little piece of love.
The Wolfie going to check Southern Hyrule. So we've seen Northern Hyrule and Southern Hyrule. Dark World, I should say.
So I guess the only things we haven't seen is... Ooh, Cape. Catfish and Pyramid for Overworld, Dark World stuff. Other
Yeah,
than
and
Death
they
Mountain.
do have flippers. I'm surprised Cransoon didn't swim over there.
But he has hammer. He could have just used the hammer pegs.
Oh, that's true. But he was happened to be in the northern part.
Bumper Cave was just 50 rupees, I'm pretty sure. So that cave isn't going to be particularly useful, other than safety strats. Unless we see Wolfie go up to Spike Cave, that's now open.
Yeah, especially with if Wolfie happens to find the half magic in Skullwoods. Well, the singular rupee.
Rigged digging game.
They don't really need to go to Aghanim. Well, unless they need to get bombos from Lumberjack. But Aga Dark World access is not required. So Cransoon is not checking the big chest. I guess he's taking a gamble here.
It must be the... Surely he wouldn't be skipping it. Is it not Map and Compass? The 2 items left?
Oh. Then he doesn't need to do it at all.
It's,
You got all 4 items.
Yeah, okay. I thought so. It's a bad gamble to make, to not skip that and hope for the boss. That's a long way to go back for big chest if you lose that gamble.
Nice kill. Nice blind kill from Cransoon. And we got our first real crystal.
Cransoon's in a pretty good spot right now. Wolfie looks like he's making the same play. Skullwoods check. I wonder if he goes to get the sword before heading back down to Thieves Town, or if he just jumps straight in. I gotta be thinking that Death Mountain's gonna be the play next.
Yeah, I'm surprised they have not made their way back up there. But maybe Cransoon is thinking Southern Hyrule over to Pod, maybe Pyramid, Catfish. Kind of a long way around to do that, but...
Yeah, either that or he's going to save and quit after Stumpy. We'll see what he does. Or after K45. The best named cave in the game.
The fakest name.
So the sword was in King's Tomb, which Cransoon found. But Wulfy hasn't been there yet. We're about to see if he goes that way now.
And we didn't see Cransoon. I don't think we saw Cransoon check what was on Bumper Cave.
I think it was just 50 rupees. I think he did have a peek.
Oh no, you're right, yeah. Oh, we're finally making our way to Eastern Death Mountain, looks like.
Let's see if Cransoon decides to do Spike Cave or not. He's going for it, nice.
I definitely would at this point in time.
We're going to see the rare walk out of Spike Cave rather than save and quit out. Presumably, anyway.
I think there's some magic on the side there.
Oh, he's saving and quitting out.
20 rupees also, which is kind of a slap in the face.
I guess he wanted to conserve as much magic as he could, rather than using it to get out. The 8 pots next to the chest all contain hearts, by the way.
Oh, okay. What's on even on both sides? There's 4 and 4, right?
Yeah, 4 and 4.
Okay.
They should have given you magic, really, but...
I know, that's what... I think maybe that's what it is. I always expect there to be magic, and then I pick up hearts, and I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, next best thing. For survival.
What do we think we're going to get on East Death Mountain, then? What's your guess, Kels?
Anything? Probably a fetch quest item.
Ooh, spicy. Mushroom.
Yeah, shovel.
Mitts would be super convenient. Then they can do Dark World access.
Hookshot would be sexy.
It always is.
Agreed.
There's
Even
Mitts!
better. Probably even frustrating that they could have been here right after they got Hammer from Landmo and they just not getting the mitts, excuse me.
Yeah, I mean, they could have routed the Dark World, like, mainland a bit better with Mitts, but overall, it's stuff that they probably would have done anyway. Unless literally everything happens to be on Death Mountain.
Early in the year is nice. For doing Dark World Overworld.
Meanwhile, Wulfy doing his Thieves Town clear out, gonna get himself the first crystal. He did find the sword, so they're taking the same path actually, which is interesting.
So much love in this cave, it's unreal.
Wow, rewarded with nothing.
I'm a little sad.
Other than Spiral Cave with Mitts, unless Dark World Definer has anything, that's the only thing here. The Sky Island was just a piece of heart as well.
Now, to get into the Hookshot Cave, do you need to have mitts, or can you lift that with just the gloves?
Just a level 1 glove. but you will need the mitts to get the Dark World access.
Oh, correct. So it would never be. There would never be a situation where you would only have gloves to get into Hookshot Cave.
Not in no glitches or no major glitches or whatever this logic's called again. But if you do overall glitches or major glitches, then like you can clip up here and stuff. So you could just get in there with just the one glove upgrade. To be honest, I don't know why it's not a Dark Rock, given that you have to have mitts anyway. Okay, Quake required for Turtle Rock.
Nice. So no Aghanim yet. All depends on. Well, I guess now that Cransoon has mitts, he can check out Meyer and then get that in. Ooh, there's our second sword.
Nice.
Nice. And that is, by the logic, you can just have boots for that. You don't have to have hookshot to get to that chest.
Right, exactly.
Also, it makes me angry, but it's okay. I've been hurt by that before.
So Cransoon could have dived into the Turtle Rock, the first chest. He has everything he needs. So it'd be interesting to see when Wolfie follows in his footsteps if he does that.
Was that
Quake as well?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, but nice.
He did it so quick.
Aghanim.
Well, maybe still. It's extremely unlikely. But if they need to get something from Ice Palace, and Fire Rod is also an Ice Palace. But the chances of that are like extremely small.
Oh yeah, for Bombos, yeah. That would be whew. That would be something.
By cruel you mean cool, right?
I didn't want to say cruel, but yeah, it is straight up just abuse at that point.
The Master Sword and the mitts are on Death Mountain, which Wolfie hasn't done yet, but I imagine that's pretty much where he's going to go straight after this.
It looks like Wolfie was not counting items and went for that, the big chest.
I mean, if you're not sure, then check it. Okay, Cransoon making his way through Escape. Doesn't want to be hurt by leaving the front of Escape unchecked, because given it's accessible right from the get-go, that can really hurt you later on if you don't check it. A sub-hour escape check is actually pretty good for me. I tend to forget it until like an hour and a half, and then I'm like, no, escape!
Exactly, and I feel you.
In the race I had the other day, it was the boots at Zelda's cell as well, and I didn't check it for about an hour and 20.
That's amazing.
So that was annoying. Real nice fight there from Wolfie.
And you won that race? That's amazing.
Yeah, I got lucky. Nice kill from Wolfie there.
Yeah, that was nice and clean.
The good thing is that Cransoon doing the things that Wolfie has already done is meaning Wolfie is like slowly catching up little by little.
Yeah, it makes it a little closer here. And to answer someone's question, yes, you can have the medallion be the same. They're independent of each other in terms of the randomization. Oh, Meyer was Bombos?
Looks like it. The tracker's been updated with it. So it is an Agaseed.
Nice. But it can happen where you do have both medallions be the same for Turtle Rock and Meyer.
I guess we can double check when Wolfie goes to check Maya, but I trust the tracker. So when do you do Aga then? I mean, I would probably do it pretty quickly, and then you get a free pyramid check, and you're right in the area for Catfish.
Because all you really need for Meyer is Cane and a fire source, which they have both of. So even though Meyer only has 2 items, they could be 2 pretty good items. Maybe the bow is in there.
The bow likes to hide out in Maya. Question from chat. Is there such a thing as a GT double dip required? Yes, there is.
Oh yeah, that was on a weekly one time. That was my first weekly ever. It was let's see, you found the flute in GT, which you had to get the cane for, or something ridiculous. You had to get the boots maybe in Meyer or something like that. It was absolutely crazy.
Sounds like a fun time. So Cransoon is doing Aghanim because the Lumberjack item is Bombos, and Maya entry is Bombos. And since Maya's a crystal, it means we need to get that.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Pyramid yet, so this kind of puts him in a good position to check Pyramid, maybe do Catfish. So Wolfie's about to get his mitts, which were nicely hidden.
So I don't think Cransoon... Like, he's railed Aghanim at a pretty good point here. There's not many items which would speed this up for him. Like, Tempered would be nice, but... You know, it's not going to make much difference whatsoever between doing it now or doing it later on. And since he needs Bombos, it's a pretty good time to do it, in my opinion.
My stream is frozen. I don't know about you.
It's fine for me at the moment.
Give me a second to refresh.
We're about to find out how many blue balls Cransoon is going to get.
Okay, there we go. We're back.
Welcome to the Aghanim cutscene.
Man, my favorite. The best part.
Yeah, this could be the fabled 15 blue balls. We're at 3 for 3 so far.
You know, given how many races happen and how many randomizers are played all the time, I'm really surprised we have not seen it on stream yet. I mean, it is a really tiny, tiny, tiny percentage. If someone wants to do the math on that, I'm not a math person.
The 15 is dead.
Okay, as we thought. But
the highest I've ever got is 11, and that's still like the chance to get anything above like 7 or 8 is just so small. We're at 5 though so far. Six. Ooh, Wolfie doing the Turtle Rock dive.
Yeah,
this could be
I love that.
huge.
1 out of 32,000. That's excellent.
And I believe it happened to Scrivo
It did, yeah.
in a speedrun attempt. So I'm a big fan of Wolfie's play here. I guess he's going to come back to check inside Turtle Rock. He's just going to clear up the other stuff first.
Yeah.
But it's a quick check, and you can see straight away if Turtle Rock's fire rod locked or not. And if it isn't, then that's a lot of places that you can check.
Yeah.
The pyramid was a heart container.
Nice, thanks for already answering my question.
Oh yeah, I knew what you were going to ask.
I was watching Wolfie and realized that Cransoon was hopping off, and I was like, oh, missed that one again.
Let's see what you got, Catfish. Silver arrows.
20 rupees.
Wow, going with the probability. Cransoon denying the heart container. I probably would have taken that.
Yeah, I mean, they only have green mail. So let's see what, Wulfy remembering he doesn't have fire rod, so he goes the other way.
Both rods on a laser bridge. Wouldn't that be something? Okay, this is good. We can get a little further.
Yep.
We need Chump's chest to also be a key.
And we've seen that Zora has a bottle, so this will be Cransoon's third bottle.
I hope this pays off for Wulfy, because he needs to do something different from Cransoon and to get lucky with it, because he's trailing a little bit. No!
Ah, unfortunate. Cransoon now going to get his bombos, and what do you think? Meyer first, or is he gonna be tempted by ice?
I would hope he goes to Maya. I mean, it's the crystal, it's the more sensible play.
I mean, absolutely always go for the crystal.
I imagine we're going to see Wulfy head straight to Agus Tower after this. So all things considered, I think Cransoon's pretty much done everything that Wulfy did earlier in the run now. So he just has the lead of Agus Tower over Wulfy. So that's about 6 or so minutes, I think.
Basically, fastest to answer your question, if you get a small key in the first 2 chests, that allows you to explore the deeper parts of Turtle Rock without having the fire rod. And sometimes you can really be trolled by some items. I mean, you can see flute back there, you can see boots back there, I mean, bow even. But yeah,
Fire rod, ice rod.
Fire rod and ice rod can also be in Turtle Rock, so it kind of is... sometimes it can be a pretty good gamble to take if you're lacking some big items. But since he got the big key early, he's not able to go past the chain jump room, which means there's a small key in the fire rod room, or in the rolling room, I should say, rolling spike room, whatever it is.
So Wulfy not going to Agus Tower straight away.
I thought he checked it.
I mean, if he doesn't know, I'm surprised he's checking Pyramid, given
Maybe
he would get the free check.
First, and then mirroring to the castle.
Yeah, it looks like it. I guess that kind of makes sense, actually. Saves you going through the front. Like the front a little bit. There's still a good few spots where some items could be. We could have First Chest Swamp be something, which would be nice. Like Cookshot, or I guess any of the first half of Swamp could have something. Same as Palace of Darkness, Ice.
Absolutely.
And I didn't keep track properly in Skullwoods. Do they still have an item there?
No, they picked up both of them. They got the half magic, and I think the other item was like a bomb upgrade or something. I think. I'm pretty sure. I remember half magic being there.
Yeah. Okay. Like, Maya would be the place I'd go to, but secretly I'm hoping for like Ice or Swamp.
No items yet, I don't think, in Meyer.
Yeah, just keys and maps and all the dungeon items so far. I wonder how our runners are feeling at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, I guess from just like how dry everything's been, and it's just been like little tiny breadcrumbs from here and there, like you gotta be thinking like at least my opponent's going through the same thing.
The fire shield, okay.
I don't think he checked big key chest.
No, yeah, he skipped it. I think he's going to gamble on Vitreous and hope he doesn't have to do it. I actually really like that play. I mean, he has cape, so he should be able to make quick work of it.
Yeah, cape strats are definitely the move here.
Yeah.
We did find Shroom. Yes, I totally missed that. I guess that was on the bridge chest, because I didn't see that one.
Hopefully Mushroom leads to Mirror Shield.
Of course.
All of Maya just for 2 shields. Wolfie queuing up for his, I think it was 6 blue balls?
Yeah, it was 6 or 7.
There's an interesting question from Ozipone here. Is there anything you can deduce about Misery Mire Big Key location based on the chest above Torture Room? Yes, there is. Oh, Cransoon took it.
My god.
I think he has a fairy, though.
Yeah, he does have a fairy that he got from Zora just in time.
Yeah, they hit like tanks when you only have green mail.
Yeah, and also he's doing like NMG strats with the Master Sword, which is a little weird.
Put on the cape.
Put on the cape, please. Oh my god.
Well, he survived. But yeah, so the 2 west side chests of Maya, so the one above Torture Room and the vanilla Big Key, this is a scary hammer fight. Oh my god, he's on 1 heart. I'm just gonna wait until this is done. No!
Oh no! Oh,
Cransoon!
Oh, he
has another fairy! When did he get that?
NMG is no major glitches, which is the most common speedrun of this game. Most people refer to NMG strats when they're learning how to play Randomizer, because a lot of the strats that we use in those speedruns come in handy.
Okay, Cransoon is lucky he had 2. Well, I'm guessing he knew he had 2 fairies, that's why he was being a bit cavalier.
Maybe he forgot he had cape, because that's silly.
Maybe he wanted them empty so that he can buy big potions, because he's just going to the potion shop. Who knows? Anyway, let me just talk about the Misery Mire logic. Let me answer that question. So, the 2 west side chests of Maya. The only way a small key can be there is if the big key is also there. So if you check the Torture Room and you find that it's a small key, it means that the big key has to be in its vanilla spot. That is a useful piece of intel that you can deduce.
Is that really? Like, if you find... Wait, just to reiterate that, small key is on bridge chest, it has to be on the left side.
No, not bridge chest. So the 2 west side chests. So the chest above Torture Room and vanilla big key. If you find a small key in the chest above Torture Room, it means big key is 100% going to be in its vanilla spot.
Wow.
If it's not, then you can key lock. So we have to, that's the only way we can get a small key on the west side. Meanwhile, Wolfie picking up his bombos, he's going to head to Maya and pick up nothing of value.
Except for the mushroom, which we just saw was nothing, right?
I didn't actually see, but I don't think it had anything. At least I can't see anything new on the tracker. So Palace of Darkness. You were big 20.
I think I would have gone to Swamp first. I know they don't have Hookshot, but Swamp was much more like readily accessible, I think.
Well, I think they became accessible at the same time because it was Hammer, and then that gave them access to both at the same time.
Yeah, but
either way, you got to gamble one dungeon which you're not guaranteed to be able to complete.
Where you can't complete it because I don't even have the bow yet. So I mean,
I would have gone to Pod simply because you have to find the big key in Pod. So if the big key is like at the back or something, it means you're not wasting too much time. Swamp, however, if you can go mode that, you can save a lot of time. But I mean, 50-50. Cransoon might honestly just be hoping he gets bow locked out straight away. Looks like he's going to part 2, so he has a small key here, which he could use on the bridge chest to get to a vanilla big key. Instead, he's kind of quote-unquote sequence breaking and checking the back. This could give him some intel on where bow can't be. If there's a required item here, it means the bow will have to be before this.
Nice ice run. So getting big key there is nice, but also unfortunate since he doesn't have a small key. But it looks like he's gonna hammer jump.
Did he actually check the chest where you fall down and step on the switch?
I don't think he did. I think he pushed the block, but I don't think he went actually down there. Maybe he's hoping he'll come back and check that after he... because it's kind of out of the way.
A nice hammer jump, nonetheless.
Oh, he did check it. There's a small key below the vanilla.
Okay. So the only chest he hasn't checked is vanilla big key. So it's going to be interesting to know what that is. Okay, nothing useful in Dark Maze.
So he's out.
Yep.
And that means I guess bow is not in that... well, I mean, I guess it could be in big key chest, right?
No, he would need... Do you know what? Pass, we'll find out. Maybe? He's gambling on Ice Palace.
Yeah, I mean, with bombos in hand.
There's Pendant, I mean, there's Crystal Swamp available. Like half of it, at least.
I was just thinking because no hookshot. I don't know. That should be the first chest in Swamp. It's gonna be great.
Ice does tend to have good stuff, so I didn't...
And a green pendant at that.
Yeah, true. I guess he means he's gonna have to full clear. Which, if it isn't anything, that's painful, but such is the gamble of Randomizer. So this is interesting. Hopefully Wulfy heads to Swamp Palace and that ends up being the play. That will mean he gets to catch up. Very nice bomb strats from Cransoon there. And he gets his bombs restocked. Free of charge.
So we'll see if Wulfy remembers he has cape. Yes, finally.
Using dash strats, that's only quicker if you have tempered or gold.
Spin would be better here.
Yeah, exactly. Not gonna matter because he has half magic though. Still makes real quick work of them.
I stopped cornering Viddy there.
Yeah, it's a good idea to lure him down and hit him like at an angle downwards. Still would have been better to get the hammer out here, but a bit more dangerous, so...
Yeah, that hitbox is a little tricky with him bouncing around. Wow, that was amazing bomb strats again from Cransoon.
He's clearly practiced Bomb Ice Palace, and it's showing. Some really, really good execution from Cransoon. And from Wulfy, in fact. Both players showing their skill at different points here.
So yeah, Cransoon just picked up a small key, and generally it's a good idea to go back upstairs if you get a small key in that chest with the free doors, or even before then, to go back and check these chests over here where the big key is. Otherwise, it's a little bit of extra looping around.
Yeah, well, especially without the hook shot. Like, if he ends up using that key, he can like force himself to be locked out of these unless he knows a bomb jump.
And that's a tricky bomb jump.
Yeah. Oh, blue mail.
Almost vanilla blue mail.
Wulfy going to ice. Okay, this is good. He hasn't wasted time in Palace of Darkness.
Cransoon's NMG is like a 126 or something. It's pretty low.
Oh
wait, no, maybe it's like a 134 or something.
I didn't think it was as good as 126.
Yeah, I think
I haven't. I didn't check.
What low 130s?
Well, he doesn't have a run on the leaderboards, so I don't know. So NMG stands for no major glitches, which is an abbreviation of the most common speedrun of the original game. Technically speaking, the goal is any percent no save and quit, or just beat the game no save and quit. But no major glitches just cottoned on a while back, whereas it's actually the rule set of the category, not the category goal. But
right, and
semantics.
Any percent is something completely different just by itself. Oh no, that's an unfortunate fall.
Yeah, without the hook shot, he cannot get to big chest without another whole loop round. I imagine he's just gonna go straight to cold stare here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cutting his losses. This could be... Oof.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely looks like a gamble here. So it's interesting that Wulfy went to Ice Palace as well before even checking out Pod or Swamp.
He may feel behind just because he's checked literally every single item locations. And he did, like... Well, I guess he hasn't done too much unnecessary stuff. Because they've both done the pendant. Okay, so Cransoon has used up all of his potions and fairies. So hopefully he survives his cold stare fight. Making use of his blue potion there, which is a good thing to do.
Wulfy going up to the hookshot room we were actually just talking about. Looks like we're about to see this lesser known Ice Palace bomb jump. And he nails it. Wow. That's a tough one to get the Q for.
Meanwhile, Cransoon is one hit away from death. Hopefully he survives this. Okay, he makes it through the fight.
He is good.
He just does not want to use Cape today. So that big chest, I believe, has an item. So what's Cransoon going to do here?
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe Ice had nothing. Unless Sarhashila happens to have something from the green pendant. Oh, there was an item in the big chest. Yeah.
So we're going to see if Wulfy or Cransoon get lucky here.
Oh, please.
Well, he might take the other route because he's already done that side. He might drop straight down after Freezor.
Yeah, that's actually
what he does.
Nice tempered. But still unfortunate.
Yeah, it's good, but it's not great. It's like a bittersweet reward. So I guess Cransoon's going to start doing hammer pegs and smith sequence now?
Yeah.
Okay, Wulfy doing iced tea. Never forget this room. And then he's going to come back to the big chest.
Wait, what did you just call that room?
It's the iced tea.
Oh, it's iced tea. Oh, tea. It's the shape of a tea.
It's the shape of a tea and it's a nice palace.
Oh my god. I always call that like the jelly room that's not the hookshot jelly room.
Shout outs to Cross Product for naming that room iced tea.
That's fantastic and definitely a cross product name if I've ever heard one.
Okay, Wulfy needs to get this bomb jump, otherwise we're not going to find out what's in the big chest. Looks good to me. Yeah.
Nice bomb jump. Moment of truth. Oh, it's another sword upgrade. So Wulfy's gonna have butter if he decides to finish this out, which he is.
Wow. I was not expecting another sword. So 2 sword upgrades behind Ice Palace. I mean, Wulfy's gonna have to laugh when he sees that. When he gets his Sahasrahla reward and he gets butter.
And then another...
a male upgrade for Cransoon.
This is just the stingiest seed I've ever seen.
Where is the progression, please? So purple chest, I guess? Or Swamp Palace, like, I'm pretty sure that's what they have, right?
Swamp's gonna have bow, I'm saying. Unless purple chest has bow again, which is... Oof. Wulfy getting tempered for this fight, though, definitely shows how much easier of a time he had than Cransoon, even though he, again, was only 1 shot away from death.
Yeah. Really nice there for Wulfy. Makes it a quicker fight. And actually, with both sword upgrades being behind Ice Palace, it means that the Ice Palace play was actually good. Like, I think, all things considered, it was worthwhile for Wulfy to head in there, even though he was behind.
Curious to see where Wulfy goes now.
I reckon Sahasrahla. Yo, fire rod and purple chest!
Oh my god!
Okay, now where do you go? I've got to be thinking Turtle Rock, right? That's got to be the play.
Turtle Rock is definitely the play here. There's going to be something in that rolling pin room other than a small key.
Wow, that is huge for Cransoon. I don't see Wulfy going there anytime soon. So we're going to see the Palace of Darkness check, and then maybe even Swamp Palace dive. Which, if that doesn't come through with something, means
he's just hookshot. This is not really common where we see the hookshot this late.
So I'm feeling hookshot and bow both inside Turtle Rock. That's the last two things they need as well at this point, isn't it? Just hook shot and bow. So Wolfie still doesn't have his Ice Rod, actually. Ice Rod was in Palace of Darkness, right?
Yeah, it was in the Ruby Rim on the right side.
So actually, if Todorok is the answer, he is going to want to have come to pod first anyway.
Yeah, so this is definitely maybe a good thing.
I think the only saving grace that Wolfie could get here is if Swamp Palace ends up having hookshot or bow and he dives there instead of going to Todorok. Otherwise, he has such a lot of ground to make up on Cransoon. So Wolfie taking the other strategy, which means if this isn't a small key, he is not going to get his Ice Rod right now. But I think this has to be a small key, actually. Yeah. Between them, they've searched every single location other than Swamp Palace.
Right. So this is a closer race than we think.
So if that just wasn't a small key, it means that Swamp Palace would have had to have contained the bow, or the hookshot which led to the bow. Otherwise, it would have been a possibility. But since it was a key, it means that Todorok is still looking really good. Cransoon remembering he doesn't have hookshot for this room. It's one of the hardest things to do in Randomizer, is to remember when you do and don't have items.
I think they already picked up both items in Skullwoods. We were just talking about this a few minutes ago, right? We couldn't remember if they got anything other than half magic.
Yeah, I don't remember. All I remember is the one thing. But who knows? Stay tuned. Wolfie also doing the quote-unquote sequence break with Hammer Jump here. For his 5 bomb upgrade, and I think Map and Compass. Okay, it looks like there is an item in Skullwoods still, according to chat.
Nice. Thanks for the clip. We appreciate it.
Where you going, Wolfie? What you doing?
Yeah. He did get the Ice Rod.
This looks good.
I'm really curious if he's gonna go do purple chest right now.
Yeah, looks like it. That will send him to Todorok, I'm almost certain.
Did he completely do as much as he could in pod?
Yeah, he has no more small keys now.
Okay.
Pedestal has indeed already been checked. They found the book super early on, so they checked it within like 2 or 3 minutes.
And then she was couch
It was Couch Cash, yeah.
So I don't think Cransoon found anything in the vanilla big key chest. Mimic Cave, though.
This will be fun if this has something. But no, it's just bombs. Hopefully Wolfie takes the big chest with him and doesn't bail here. I can't see him bailing.
Yeah, I
Still nothing.
don't know. I mean, given how much they still have to find, I mean, it's not a lot, you know? It's just, you know, three pretty big items. Fire rod, bow, hookshot.
Yeah, just 3, you know, little things that you may want to get.
Oh, you don't need those to beat the game or anything.
Okay, so we're just down to Laser Bridge and Trinex now. Let's see what you got. So we need Wolfie to do something different to Cransoon here. And he is! He's going to Skull Woods! This is good. This is good. This could really put him in a good spot.
No, I'm hoping he finds something good here. Cransoon's taking on Laser Bridge. There's Powder.
Ugh, not what you want to see, really. The
hookshot. Oh, baby.
Powder and hookshot. Okay. Bow can still be in Skull. Nice execution there from Cransoon. A really nice cane dash.
He really is always Turtle Rock, I agree.
So the bow is either in Skullwoods or it's in Swamp, because Trinex has the map. So this can still be really good for Wolfie.
Does Cransoon have another item still in Turtle Rock?
No, just the map.
Okay. Alright. Okay, a little bit of backtracking, that's okay.
The sink, sort of?
Yeah, kind of high five. High five from far places. Air five?
Air 5. We'll go with that. That bunny holding up the crystal, that looks pretty scary. It just doesn't look not comfortable or normal. Oh, that's Hookshot Cave. I actually forgot about that.
Nothing in Hookshot Cave, which is good for Wolfie.
Just junk. Yeah. So, hopefully... Well, Cransoon's going to go and do a full clear of Swamp Palace, right? I would imagine. Or finish up Pod first.
Right, check Powder first, yeah? Or not, just forget Powder, who needs that?
Or Skullwoods, maybe?
Yeah.
Why Skullwoods?
Maybe he's just needing some time to think and, okay, this is a dungeon I can do while I'm thinking about where to go next.
Oh, I guess it is a crystal. In my head it was a pendant. This makes a lot more sense now.
So, we're about to see what's in the big test. Oh, did he fake Powder? I totally missed it.
Brian.
That is disappointing.
Not the person you want to see.
Bow there for Wolfie. I'm telling you, Bow is in Swamp. It's there. waiting first chest.
Well, it has to be at this point, right? There's literally nowhere else for it to go, I think.
No, they can. Well, I mean, Cransoon was the hook shot, so he could completely do swamp.
Right. No, you said swamp. That's the only place left for Bo that hasn't been searched.
Hera has been fully checked, I believe.
Yes, I think it has to.
Yeah, that's the reason why they didn't beat Moldorm, is because they got the small key, and then right, something happened. Where they
they didn't have a way to kill Moldorm.
They didn't have a way to kill Moldorm, and then it turned out that the second item was in Hera basement. There's a reason why they didn't go up to Moldorm. They had no way to kill him.
Nice quick moth kill from Cransoon there. Yeah, for those of you who've just joined us, we actually had a really interesting start to this seed, where we had to go into Hera without a sword or a hammer, so we couldn't kill Moldorm. We had to ascend the tower to get the small key for Tyrum, and then Tyrum led to Cane of Samaria, and then we had to use the Cane of Samaria to kill Lammolas, which gave us our first kind of proper weapon, I suppose, which was hammer. And that's what opened up the Dark World to us and a lot of other locations. So it was a case of everyone, both players, just checking all Light World locations early on until they came to that deadlock and worked out what to do. But seeing a Lammola's Cane fight is pretty rare, so it was great that they got to showcase that. And in terms of where the Priestess are at the moment, Wulfy is a bit behind, so he's a Turtle Rock check behind Cransoon. Not because he's done extra stuff, just because of how things have worked. Cransoon's routing has been better. He's gone to the places he needed to first, basically,
and it's just
in a more efficient way.
Him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we're getting the powder check now.
Yeah, I think we talked about the powder glitch, but I don't think it ever actually happened.
So yeah, I see a question about bombs and Lammolas in the chat. So bombs does do damage to Lammolas, and it takes 4 bombs per Lammola. But we don't require that in the logic. We will always have you have another weapon. But it may be required to use bombs to supplement something else. So you might just have Cane of Brian, and just a normal full magic bar with no bottles and no half magic. And killing Lammolas with just that amount of magic is going to be real tough. So you'll probably have to use bombs as well, because we always assume you have access to 10 bombs, which is why at the start sometimes you have to see bomb kills to get through escape or mini Moldorm cave, etc.
I just still can't believe that after watching this much Randomizer and playing it, I'm still surprised with stuff like Cane being required to beat Lammolas. That just blows my mind.
It's a pretty cool game. It's amazing what can be done in this game.
What a video game. Yeah, he finished Hookshot Cave, and there was nothing there.
So where's this bow gonna be? Left side swamp?
Oh yeah, I guess it wasn't in the first chest. Whoops. Yeah. Left side sounds about right.
I wonder if Cransoon's just gonna head straight to part 2.
Yeah, and then come back. Wulfy getting his hook shot. Could have used that to bop the guy right there, but oh well. And Cransoon's heading to the back.
See ya, left side.
Pet cave was 50 rupees.
So what haven't we jacked? So we haven't killed Armos, but I think it was a dungeon item. We haven't killed Moldorm, it was a dungeon item. And that's it.
That's pretty much all we've got left, yeah. Fairy could be a thing.
Yeah, Fat Fairy, that's true. Nothing of use could be there other than silvers, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, no, never mind, they're silvers.
Speaking of that item, and I think if I remember correctly, Desert and was it Mire that were the good crystals? Silvers, but no bows.
It was Desert and Pod.
Oh, Desert and Pod, and it doesn't look like. Yeah, well, we can't do Pod yet because no bow.
Wulfy gonna pick up his junk from Hookshot Cave. A nice kill there from Cransoon.
Yeah, that was good. Just the compass. It looks like he's gonna be diving in swamp a little more.
Now, bear in mind, he skipped Ice Palace Big Chest, so that's still on his mind. So,
And that's just a sword upgrade for those of you who are not here.
yeah. I imagine he's gonna go straight back into swamp though, yeah. So Wulfy really needs to go left side swamp to narrow the gap here. Well, I guess it's not really gonna make much difference because he needs to finish the dungeon anyway, but...
Yeah, but it would save a little bit of time.
Unfortunately, the butter sword advantage over tempered really isn't gonna do a lot in terms of time save.
And they're both gonna have silvers, so. When it comes to butter versus tempered or silver versus silverless makes the difference.
Wulfy might not. If he goes west side first, gets bow, he may well not go down to the double chest.
Yeah.
And get the silvers actually. Bow has to be here, or the shovel has to be here that leads to bow.
Looks like Cransoon. Didn't you say at the very beginning, Christos, that you think it was going to be a full dungeon game?
I did.
Definitely called that. I mean, holy cow.
We even got Aga's Tower.
We are 100%ing right now.
I'm just looking forward to Bumper Cave. Bumper Cave? Tile Room. Big Key in GT.
You're calling that right now?
Yeah, it feels like it. Given the scene we've had so far, I feel like that's where it's going to be.
Yeah.
It's the last chest of Swamp Town.
Oh my god, the right side. It has to be.
There it is!
There it is. Bow and Swamp. Technically... Never mind. I was thinking it was in the same room as the first chest in Swamp, but it's not. It's too far left. Yeah, and that is technically Go mode.
That is indeed Go mode.
At 1 hour, 42 minutes in. How does that feel?
Luckily, he only has one dungeon that he needs to finish clearing up, and it's going to be real quick.
And you called it, looks like... Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I thought Wolfie skipped the Silver's chest, but he hasn't yet.
They pretty much made the exact same decisions with which dungeons they went to and when. I think Wolfie went to Ice before Pod, but that was the only difference.
Yeah.
Oh, and he went to Skullwoods, I guess, earlier too, but... So Cransoon looking real good here. This is his race to lose at this point.
So he did get his silvers.
Cransoon's probably thinking, thank God, that Ice Palace Big Chest wasn't the bow. Because he was down to his last two locations.
Oh yeah, I mean... Imagine that dive of regret. All because of a bomb jump.
Very nice kill from Wolfie
yeah,
there.
I was about to say the same thing. Very nice kill. So unless something really bad happens to Cransoon, I mean, I don't know. We've seen Ganon's tower go wrong before.
I mean, I've demonstrated firsthand how to do Ganon's tower wrong
Yeah.
several times. So Wolfie not as far behind as he was kind of in the middle of the race, so he has made up time. I think his execution's just been ever so slightly better.
Yeah.
But he's still got a ways to make up. So he's going to get his bow, head into Pod. So he's like the Pod second clear behind, basically.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate you had to do a double dip for Pod. And the seed. And Turtle Rock, I guess.
Well, I guess you had to double dip one of them. Because you didn't need to come into Pod to get the hook shot in.
No. But it's unfortunate that they did both of those dips.
Yeah, true. Okay, Cransoon collecting his 7th crystal. And a piece of heart. Giving him 16 heart containers.
Definitely very healthy this seed. Despite everything else holding them back.
Yep, red mail, 16 hearts, gold sword, silver arrows, all the safety items, 3 bottles.
So as Cransoon makes his way up, we'll start the Ganon's Tower big key guessing game here. That's it. Is that even the command, man? I don't know if I know the command. I mess it up every time.
Same, I thought it was just exclamation mark GT.
Nope. Because normally Nightbot comes in, right? Or one of the bots comes in and...
It might be because none of us are modded in Speed Gaming 3.
No, but I think we have...
Oh, I guess Actabok I just tried and...
Yeah. Well, anyway.
But anyway, we can play without the leaderboard and points.
Yeah, I mean, we can... It isn't a mod command, it's a commentator command, because I can do it in regular Speed Gaming channel. I wonder if it's just because we're in Speed Gaming 3? I don't have it, so... So I guess... Anyway, we'll just, we'll do it we'll do it old school.
So for those of you who don't know, we are guessing which chest in Ganon's Tower will contain the big key. Guess between 0 and 22.
Yeah, 1 through 22, nothing more, nothing less. And certain numbers usually correspond to certain chests, depending on the routing of the runner.
What are you going with, Kels?
I always go with 18. It's nice and far away. Also, looks like Cransoon's doing right side first, given that he got a small key. So that means 18, if he doesn't do anything weird, will be Bob's chest.
I'm still feeling 22 tile room.
22 tile room.
He had a scary encounter with that hand right then.
Typical numbers for Bob's chest is 13. Yeah, 13. Yep, 13. I was thinking it might have been 14.
Okay,
oh,
that
no,
takes
it's 14.
us...
It is 14. Ah!
That takes us to 6. Still nothing yet. He's going to grab this small key and then mirror, presumably. Yep.
Yeah, that's smart. You're grabbing that
Wulfy making quick progress through Palace of Darkness. Torch key for 7. See you later, Bob.
So Bob is going to be all messed up when we see him. If we see him.
Bob is dead.
And 4 small keys. There's the mirror shield. Always nice in that mimic room coming up on the gauntlet. The 2 mimic rooms.
So nothing of use so far. So what's that, 11?
Yeah, that's 11.
Also, I just realized no boomerangs yet. Have we had eyes on either? Or
Nope, did not. We have not seen either of them. Very strange. Butter was either, depending on the sword upgrade, it was either Ice Palace big chest or Srahashala's item with the green pendant. That chest never has anything with this fire snake room. Ever. I hardly ever see Big Key there.
okay, let's see what Randomizer room has for us. Meanwhile, Wulfy making his way up Death Mountain.
And that is, I believe, 17.
Yes, that's what I've got as well. This is looking good. I'm looking forward to Tower Room.
I'm looking forward to 18. Bog coming in hot. It's called Randomizer Room. It is in the vanilla game. It's a refill room in the vanilla game, but it's given much more importance in Randomizer Room.
It's basically a room which almost nobody knows existed until Randomizer came along, because there's just no reason to ever go there.
Ah, man.
Okay.
Grip 18. Alright, Chris. This is looking good. Poor Wolfie, man.
Wolfie needs to do...
Wolfie needs to gamble big time right now.
Well, we're going to find out in 2 minutes if he does or not, but... $19, $20, and the shovel.
And the shovel for some extra fun.
So Cransoon is very low on magic, and I don't think he has a green or blue potion, so that's something he's going to have to be wary of.
Where did he lose all his magic? What?
He went ham with Fire Rod on the right side, and he missed a few shots.
Right. Finally using the silvers there.
So Wolfie doing the same plays. I doubt he's going to do a full right clear.
Oh, he got eaten by an anti-fairy? Yeah. Yes, they drain magic and health. Such a great,
Wolfie just getting through that door.
Nice full magic drop for Cransoon there.
Calculated.
Again.
Yeah, he's had really convenient drops.
Oh yeah.
So now it should just be smooth sailing for the rest of this for Cransoon.
And honestly, yeah, I mean, Wolfie might save a little time.
Ooh, this is good. Wolfie is going full right clear. This is gonna help him catch up a little bit.
Oh yeah. And his execution, I was gonna say, is paying off a little bit. A little.
I actually don't blame him for this. He has got to be feeling behind at this point. So
oh yeah.
He's got to start doing different things.
This is good. It was 20, by the way. If you guessed 20, congratulations on winning the Big Key game. Your prize is... I don't know, Chris, what is it?
It's
you don't get points this time.
It's in the post.
In the post.
In the mail.
No, I know what the post is. I'm not an idiot. There's his big key.
So that was number 9 for Wolfie, I think?
Yeah. Cutting it in half, literally. A little less than half, even.
Literally. Literally not exactly half.
Literally don't need to hear it, thanks.
Hey, numbers are hard, right?
Okay.
It's good for Wolfie, but he's the whole GT Ascent behind. So we're going to need a full from Cransoon, given he has Tempered and Silvers.
Many Troll Dorms happening. Which is probably not going to happen with Butter. I mean, not Butter, sorry. Tempered. There it is.
Yo, really nice Cannonball Z dash there.
Cransoon skipping validation test. Probably thinking Wolfie is right on his heels.
Yeah, I mean they're fighting for the sub 2. They're expecting their opponent to done any second, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I will be surprised if Cransoon does get that sub 2. Really depends how well this Aghanim fight goes, and he does have tempered. It might take a little longer.
A real nice gauntlet from Wolfie. And that's Aga 2 down for Cransoon. Not bad.
Aga 2 is out. Second time this seed. Not Aga 2, rather Aghanim, period.
A real nice prior corner for Cransoon here, just spinning in the top right.
Spinning in the top right. I need to figure out, like, I don't know. What would you say is easier, like doing spinning or like dash strats for phase 2?
It depends where he goes, honestly, but either spinning if he gives you the top pattern, or just slashing if he gives you the bottom or the torch patterns. Dashing looks coolest though. Very nice fight here from Cransoon on the 4th phase. And that is GG.
GG just Cransoon. Excellent.
Wolfie's tower was fantastic. Unfortunately, not quite enough to help bridge the gap.
But still, altogether, a very close race.
Yeah, this has been a great race.
Especially with the seed. The seed was gross.
Yeah, this is one of the most driest seeds I've ever seen.
Yeah, if you're wondering what really held up our runners here with what such a long time is the beginning of the seed was pretty much weaponless. And we'll wait for Wolfie to finish up. Their first weapon was technically the Cane of Samaria. It was where was Cane again? It was in
Tylerum.
Tylerum and Hera.
Which needed you to go upstairs in Hera first for the small key. Wolfie making real short work of Ganon with the gold sword here.
And then the hammer was at Land Mollus. And both Hera and Desert were pendant, for the record. And Cransoon does secure his position in the bracket. Hello,
Yo, welcome, Cransoon.
Hello.
Good game. How are you feeling?
Why do I always get bad seats?
That's a really good question. That was absolutely horrible.
I was I don't know. I feel like I'm conditioned to just make bad choices because I'm expecting bad things to happen.
Yeah, I mean, how did you feel, like, towards... I mean, I guess the beginning of this game, and Wolfie will be here in a moment, and we'll ask him too, but, like, how... Were you having deja vu at the beginning of the seed?
A little bit. It was a bit better, because it gave me some amount of progression in CAC, or in that, you know, relative area, but, my god, just Landmola, why?
Oh, I know. And GG to Wolfie as well. He just finished, and he's here
Yeah,
now.
GG.
Welcome, Wolfie. Good game, guys.
So, whose idea was it to replace our tournament seed with a Plando?
Right? We actually joked about that.
Right?
Yeah, you guys had quite the adventure at the start, getting your way to Hammer. That was really interesting to watch.
Yeah, you could kind of see I stocked up on bombs before making my first trip into desert because I was like, you know what? It's there. I bet it's gonna want me to beat Landmo without a weapon. Like I saw it coming, but after what was it? That pre-Popo room before Vanilla Big Key, after I just wasted so many bombs and took so many hits, I was like, forget it, I'm coming back later. I can't beat Landmo right now. And then I got Kane, and that was like, I think it speaks to the quality of the seed that I was like, oh, finally, I can go do stuff. I got Kane, I can use that as a weapon now.
Yeah. For what it's worth, the logic will never require you to beat Lamolas with just bombs. You always have something else to go with it.
Ah, really? Okay, that's good to know, because I had no idea until I found Kane. I was just expecting that it was going to make me do bombs.
Yeah, and we didn't even know. I didn't even know you could do Linolas with just the cane. That, oof.
But yeah, really interesting seed. Wolfie, you really did well to kind of bridge the gap. Cransoon had quite an early lead just with how his routing panned out.
That seed went about as poorly for me as it possibly could have. It checked basically everywhere.
I mean, you got pretty unlucky with like your routing choices. You didn't do anything badly though, and your execution was on top form. Like your GT was really clean, especially.
I mean, your execution caught up a lot. It was actually really impressive.
If I had to guess, I would definitely say that I haven't seen the race, but I have to assume that your execution was probably better, and it was just down to luck of routing.
Execution wasn't really on point either, compared to usual.
But
yeah, did you get the fire rod much earlier? I got it basically in the last place it could have been.
Yeah, it was... I went into Ice Palace first, before getting fire rod.
Oh yeah, I did that too.
I left the vanilla big chest because I tried to do a bomb jump over to it because I didn't have hookshot yet.
So where'd the lead come from mostly?
Wolfie, it was when you actually went to Total Rock. We were hoping for you to find something in Total Rock, but I think...
Well, I did find the hookshot in there.
Well, no, it was the first dip. Remember you got
that one,
big
yeah.
key, or you got the big key in the chomp room.
I was very seriously considering doing the same thing when I was up there. I saw it was Quake and I had just gotten it recently. And so I was very close to going into Turtle Rock 2. The only reason I didn't is because I did that in like a non-tournament race like a while ago and it cost me a lot. So I was like, forget it.
I got blocked at the first floor anyway, so it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah, the biggest time difference at the start was just the order you did things. Like, you did the fake flippers, which Cransoon didn't do until he found flippers. Likewise, he did things after getting boots that he did before boots. And you just basically full cleared, like, escape and all these solitary overworld spots, whereas Cransoon kind of got himself to Lamolas earlier and did the other things a lot quicker. Anyway, we really have to move on with this interview because Speed Gaming has a match due up next, which I believe is Feral Pigman versus Sigard. So please stick around to catch that match. Do you guys have any last closing words or thoughts for this match you displayed, other than the fact it was basically a plan day?
GG Wolfie. I feel like we are closer as human beings for having experienced that together. That was a nightmare, but GG.
Yep.
GG to both you guys. It was quite the spectacle. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And thanks, Kelsey, for commentating with me. I believe it's Hiei and Zelnas or Tear commentating the next match. So we are going to pass on over to them in just a couple minutes while this gets set up. So please enjoy the rest of the races, guys. Thanks again, Kels.
You too, Chris.